Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a 1-star review video for my top 3 books of 2025. My top 3 books for 2025. We have Brother as number 1, we have Fury of the Gods as number 2, and then we have The Last Mrs. Parrish as number 3. So we're going to start with The Last Mrs. Parrish. Might do 3-ish reviews for each of these, so this doesn't take like too long, but I thought it might be fun for us to experience some negative reviews of my favorite books, because these are 3 that I'm just like super obsessed with, and I think it's gonna be a great time. So this first one, actually they're all like super long, so this one's like moderately long. The only reason this isn't a 1-star book is because the last half of the book was moderately bearable. After talking about how much I disliked this book in my wrap-up, decided to move it to a 1-star, not worth the 2 stars. So it was originally a 1-star, or a 2-star, and then they moved it to a 1-star. The main character, Amber, is a villain, and I definitely get her needing to be awful so the reader could hate her. But man, was she grating. It was so annoying to read, and I had to stop and roll my eyes every 10 pages or so. This book also felt really unoriginal. All the twists and major plot points I could see coming from a mile away. Not to mention they felt ripped out of actually great thriller books. Don't waste your time with this one. I loved it so much. Now, I also read it at a time where I was just getting into the thriller genre. So maybe it's very similar to other things. Maybe it's not super original. I don't have anything to judge it against, because I think I may have read like 3 to 5 thrillers at this point. So I have no idea how this stacks up. But I really loved it. I love the fact that Amber was such a villain. I thought it was great. I guess I'm the only one. It says, what can I say about this book that is a positive? What can I say about this book that is positive? Nothing. Oh, grammar, people. What can I say about this book that is positive? Nothing. It was a slow burn. Cannot stand the characters, and the narrators got on my nerves. Read at your own peril, a DNF. That's so funny. What are you talking about, though? Of course it was slow. It was absolutely slow. I will give you that. It was slow up until about midway, and then we took off, and it was great. I guarantee they DNF'd before they got to that twist. If they had stuck it out, they probably would have liked it. First 1-star of 2020. Bring out the champagne and kerosene to light this baby on fire. It's wild. So this one, they're just like, it's terrible. Liv Constantine style reminds me of that old campfire game where one person tells the first sentence of a story and then everyone takes a turn doing the same. Like the previous selection by them, this one seemed to have no real direction, and they just tried to one-up each other every other chapter, or however they write, until the big twist. It was a total snooze fest, way too long and absolutely stupid. I'm just going on a weird rant. I didn't know Liv Constantine was a writing duo. Is that right? I didn't know that. I don't know anything though, so it's not like, I don't know, it's not like I'm all knowing. I'm pushing to give this book 1 star and am overwhelmed to see all those 3, 4, and 5 stars. The writing is totally sophomoric with high school dialogue at best. Way too many adjectives in every sentence. Simple, predictable, and boring. May have been ghostwritten by a 12-year-old boy. Holy cow. I love this so much. It's not necessary for me to like characters, but I do need to find them interesting. Unfortunately, none of these characters were interesting in the slightest, and the coincidences were too absurd to be believed. DNF at 15%? You didn't even, like, get to anything. Wild. Wild. I think these people are crazy. Like, granted, I will also DNF that quickly. And I also don't feel like you need to stay in a book forever before you get to the good stuff. But man, when you're reading a thriller though, like, everything twists about halfway. So, I mean, 15%, you didn't get nowhere. Whatever. We'll just move on to the second one. So, I did negative reviews for book 1, The Hunger of the Gods, and all of the complaints were the same. They got annoyed at his overuse of the word thought cage. Like, that's not that big of a complaint. I was hoping these were more fun, but we have 64 negative reviews. So, book 3 may not be as much fun. Shots fired. I have tears in my eyes. The most overrated fantasy author out there, propped up by a bunch of his pal booktubers. Every chapter, there is some sort of scrap or skirmish. It became monotonous after a while. Monotonous. The number of escapes and close shaves the major characters had defies even plot armor. His books are mid-level at best, and I get amazed at the amount of love and adulation he garners on social media platforms. What are you talking about? He is fantastic. He's one of my favorites. Malice was great. This series is great. What are you talking about? He's not good. Oh, that breaks my heart. Like, I can't with you right now. I can't. 0 out of 5 stars. It says 528. This book was also so tone deaf and also really bad. Like, the sentences ran on so long and the fighting was so boring and repetitive and got so old so fast. Also, Ahlborn only... Spoiler. They didn't like that. They didn't like some of the aspects of the book. It says, like, tell me you have no grasp or understanding of structural racism or intergenerational trauma without telling me you have no grasp or understanding of structural racism or intergenerational trauma. I find it ironic that you're going to sit here in your review and say the sentences are really bad and ran on so long, and all of the grammar in your post is garbage. Like, hypocritical. Now, granted, English may not be their first language. I get that. But if you're going to comment on somebody else's sentence structure, then you need to fix your own grammar. I'm just saying. What a boring book. So predictable, so uninteresting. I had it as an audiobook, but even that didn't help. Every chapter contains an unrealistic fight scene, and the storyline is as linear as the highways in Australia. I don't know Australia, so. Even the characters are boring. The best thing are the summaries at the beginning of part 2 and 3. You get the whole storyline by just reading those. Actually, I didn't finish this book. You didn't finish the book? The ending is the best part. The ending is fantastic. Like, that's the interesting part. That's the unpredictable part. Like, the ending. I don't know that you can say it's predictable and uninteresting if you didn't even finish it. Because endings are always the best. Especially in a book 3 of a series, your ending is going to be where everything's at. Just saying. These are heartbreaking. DNF the book with about 100 pages left, which is a first for me. The only thing keeping this book from being YA is the gore. Poor characterization, mediocre world building at best, and a few completely disqualifying writing holes. The gods are anything but godlike as they are eating meals at campfires. John Gwynne books are the Fast and Furious of the fantasy world. What do you mean? No, that is such an insult. I love Fast and Furious. But John Gwynne is so much better than that. So much better than that. Like, what are we doing? We're so mean. And this next one, This was a tough series to read. The connection of characters was good but slow moving and, for me, predictable. This trilogy took me months to get through, which isn't usual for me, but I had bought them as they were highly recommended and then just became determined to say I had read them. How do you not love them? I don't understand. I don't understand. The last time we did this, the 1-star reviews were funny. Now they're just heartbreaking, and now we have to fight. I'm scared for brother. I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, here we go. I'm scared. Disappointed me the way I disappointed my father as a child. I really hope that's all fake. Oh my gosh. That one's funny. Oh, they call Michael stupid. Oh, this is the second novel I've read by her, and like the first novel, I completely hated it. I like to give authors 3 chances. If I'm let down 3 times, I give up and deem them as just not for me. Unfortunately, I don't think I ever want to read another book by her. After 2, I am so infuriated I can't even explain how much I absolutely hated this novel. You follow a stupid loser named Michael who is written like he's 14 but later is revealed to be 20. And his twisted, annoying, stereotypical psycho family that likes to hunt and eat women, I guess. Not really clear on that. The book doesn't even explain why they kill women or why they eat them after, or anything really. Apparently, Mama was abused as a child, so obviously she has to be an abusive mother that likes to murder young women and eat them. Like, what else would she do? Am I right? So you follow Michael and his brother, Rebel, Ray, Rufus, who knows. I listened to the audiobook and this character has about 5 nicknames and it took me 2 hours to realize they're all the same person. Michael and Rebel are supposed to kidnap women and bring them back to their mother to kill so she doesn't kill her own daughters. I can't even write a synopsis that makes sense because this book makes no sense. The story is boring, the characters are either two-dimensional or so annoying you're praying they all just die, so you don't have to listen to the repetitive internal monologues anymore. If you took out Michael's repetitive thoughts, the book would probably only be 100 pages, which should be because nothing happens. I always try to find something positive with every reading experience, but right now I'm just angry. If I hadn't picked this one for a reading challenge, I would have returned it immediately. But now here I am, 9 hours later, and with absolutely nothing to show for it. Some people really love this book. I am not one of them. I found it boring, uninteresting, stupid, stereotypical, nonsensical, and insulting. In fact, if I physically owned a copy of this book, I would throw it off my balcony. Oh my gosh. This book reads like something written by the guy who sits behind you in class drawing pentagrams on his notebooks and desperately trying to be scary. It attempts to be shocking or so overblown. I cannot fathom how anyone over age 14 can take anything seriously about this book. What? What do you mean? Oh, I love this book so much. Yes, it's slow. It is very slow, but it's very character driven. Like, you love the characters. How do you not love the characters? Quite possibly the worst book I've ever read. I've never rolled my eyes so many times. The book was overhyped, not thrilling, not triggering, nothing. It was boring. Probably why it took me so long to finish. I considered DNFing several times, but had hopes that it would get better. It didn't. You didn't like the ending? The ending is fantastic. The ending is the best ending ever in the entire world of endings. It is the best ending. Like, and you didn't like people. Come on. Okay, a couple more. I am torn on what to score this horrifying book. It's either a 5 or a 1. There's no riding the fence. I have not been so disturbed by a book since reading The Devil All the Time. It is grisly and ghastly. I literally cringed with almost every page. The scenes are horrendous and appalling, and the reader never, and I mean never, gets a break from this gruesome account. So I'm going with the extreme and giving it a 1 star because I hated the way it made me feel. That's the whole point. The point is to make you feel. But please take note, I finished this book and never could commit to complete abandonment. However, you may read this book and think that sounds awesome. If you love a horrific read, this may be for you. Like I said, no fence riding. You either love it because it's so intense or you hate it because it's so intense. What's the point of reading? To make you feel something, and you feel something, and then you're going to give it a 1 star because you felt something. That's the point. I'm done with you people. done. I'm done. Oh. Okay. Y'all have hurt my feelings enough. Y'all have hurt my authors and my characters enough. So I'm done. Until next time. What did you guys think? Have you read any of these? Let's roast these in the comments if you read them. What are your hot takes about them? Did you love them? Did you hate them? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.